This article will explore how social media can make us feel lonely, even though it connects people everywhere. We will look at real situations, online habits, and how constant comparisons may increase sadness. By understanding these effects, we can find better balance in our online and offline life. I often sit in a cafe with my friends, but everyone is quiet and looks at their phones. Even though we are physically together, our minds focus on screens instead of real conversations. The sounds around us feel far away, while we scroll through feeds silently. Being close in space does not mean being close in feeling, and it often makes me feel lonely. Social media can connect people from all over the world, but loneliness grows at the same time. We can send messages instantly, share pictures, and comment on posts, but these cannot replace real talks. Even if we have hundreds of online friends, deep connection is rare and difficult to reach. People often ask why they feel alone, despite many online contacts. Scrolling online, we see happy posts and exciting events, which makes our own life seem smaller and less interesting. Notifications give us quick attention, but they cannot replace real smiles, gestures, or warmth. Even small conversations in real life feel difficult after being used to texting and scrolling all the time. Understanding this paradox is the first step to improving our social life and mental health. Online friends alone cannot give warmth or real closeness, no matter how many there are. We need to spend time talking, laughing, and sharing with people in real life. A careful balance between online and offline life helps us feel truly happy and present. When scrolling through social media, we see trips, parties, and successes that seem perfect and exciting. Everything looks happy, full of smiles, fun, and achievements, which makes us compare our lives to others. Even small daily problems feel bigger when we see only the bright side of other people's lives. We start comparing our lives to the highlights posted online, which often causes self-doubt. Likes, comments, and shares can feel like measures of our value, making us anxious. When posts do not get many reactions, we feel disappointed or even less confident. This habit slowly creates pressure and makes us believe that others are always happier and more successful. Chasing approval online affects our mood and confidence every day. Every post becomes a small test, waiting for attention and validation from friends. We forget that real value comes from achievements and experiences, not likes or comments. Happiness can depend on online approval, which creates stress and emotional ups and downs. Recognizing this problem helps reduce stress caused by social media. We can limit comparisons and focus more on personal growth and real experiences. Online life can be a tool to share, not a judge of our worth or happiness. Taking control of how we use social media brings more satisfaction and balance to our daily life. We can have thousands of online followers, but most do not notice when we feel sad or stressed. Likes and quick comments replace deep, heartfelt conversations that make us feel understood. Even if someone reacts, it rarely shows real empathy or support. The wider our online network, the shallower our connections often become, leaving us feeling lonely. Over time, relying on online messages weakens our real-life communication skills. Face-to-face talks feel awkward, and small mistakes feel embarrassing. We may prefer texting because it seems safer than real interaction. This habit can reduce confidence and make meeting new people more difficult. Even small online chats can cause misunderstandings because text lacks tone and gestures. We cannot see the face or hear the voice, so meanings can be unclear. Missing these cues can make friends feel distant, even if they are near. Relying on screens can slowly weaken the skills needed for real connections. To improve relationships, we need to practice talking in person and listening carefully. Sharing feelings, asking questions, and paying attention strengthens bonds. Real connections require empathy and patience, which cannot happen online alone. Focusing on in-person interactions restores warmth, trust, and understanding in life. We scroll social media constantly because we fear missing news, events, or parties. This fear creates anxiety and makes it hard to enjoy the present moment. We live in other people's experiences instead of focusing on our own life. Even short breaks feel uneasy as notifications draw our attention back online. Spending hours on phones separates us from family, friends, and surroundings. Repeatedly checking feeds becomes a habit that isolates us without noticing. We may feel connected online, but we miss real interaction with people near us. This pattern slowly makes each person feel like a small island, alone in a crowd. FOMO makes every moment feel incomplete, pushing us to check phones constantly. Comparing our life with online posts increases unease and dissatisfaction. Time online replaces rest, reflection, and real enjoyment with scrolling. The longer we stay online, the stronger the sense of voluntary isolation grows. Breaking free requires setting rules and using devices mindfully. We can plan offline time, join hobbies, and meet friends in person. Social media becomes a helpful tool instead of a trap when used carefully. Being present in real life restores balance, happiness, and meaningful connections. Social media has many benefits, helping people connect worldwide quickly and easily. But it also increases loneliness through constant comparison, shallow friendships, and FOMO. Being aware of these effects can help maintain mental health and emotional balance. Knowing the limits of online life opens opportunities for stronger real-life connections. We should look for authenticity and empathy both online and offline. Using social media consciously reduces dependence on likes, comments, and shares. Sharing feelings sincerely and listening carefully strengthens true human connections. Spending small amounts of time offline every day improves presence and care for others. We can limit online comparisons by muting triggers and thinking more about our life. Joining local clubs or communities gives satisfaction and shared experiences. Intentional communication helps build trust and long-lasting friendships. Social media can be a bridge when it is balanced with real-life activities. Meaningful connection comes from sincerity and empathy, not algorithms or likes. Let social platforms enhance, not replace, face-to-face contact and real fun. We can turn loneliness into presence and value depth over just many contacts. Mindful use of social media supports real relationships, balance, and genuine happiness.
Every learner faces difficulties, but difficulties are teachers in disguise. They show us where to improve and how to grow. Welcome each mistake as a sign you are learning something new. Stay patient, stay positive, and never give up. Remember that even short practice builds long-term results. Thank you for being part of today's lesson, and I will see you next time.